2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Where is the love, and also where is Chrissy and Jack? We're too busy looking at Drake's receipt from Nando's. You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show. Let's do this.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I just want to talk about Pete Davidson. He is finally showing the side of him that I always knew was there, the hot side.
So before this, you weren't. What were they calling him?
The
rodent boyfriend.
Rodent boyfriend. He was one of the league of rodent boyfriends. I do believe the original one is that guy from The Bear.
Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White is the original rodent boyfriend. It was a look that went through us all last year. And Timothée Chalamet, also rodent. You get the vibe.
Yeah.
I never actually thought that Pete Davidson should have been on that list.
I do. I think he's more so a hot rodent boyfriend than Jeremy Allen White. Do you know why? Because he's skinny and rodent-like. Like, Jeremy Allen White's a bit stockier and toned compared to Pete Davidson.
So you're doing the body. No,
Both. Tattoo and body and vibe.
No, I think it's a purely face.
Oh, no, I think it's your whole
So Jeremy
look.
Allen White looks like he could enjoy a cruciferous vegetable and live in a hutch. Don't you think? Whereas Pete Davidson doesn't.
No.
It's a bit like a hamster,
Yeah.
Anyway, he has some photographs have been released of him in a new ad campaign. I've been so distracted by the photographs that I don't even know what he's advertising.
It's for Reformation. It's their Valentine's Day campaign.
What is Reformation?
It is a fashion brand
God.
over in the States.
Oh, so, okay. Let me, obviously, radio is not visual, but let me just talk you through this. Pete Davidson, with no tattoos. We spoke about him recently getting his 200 tattoos removed, and he said it hurts like hell. There is no way he's had all those removed.
No, that takes like 4 years of laser.
Exactly. And you can still see it. Come on. You can't see any tattoos, and that's makeup, I think.
I think you're correct. He's also been at the gym.
He is looking very well, and I think he may be clean and sober. Do you?
I think so. I think he would be, because he seems like, I've seen a lot of press he's been doing in interviews, and after this most recent rehab stint, he seems really good and sort of clear of mind.
He's reclining on a like a tobacco-coloured carpet in the most gorgeous pair of pants, a cream pair of pants. I'm sure most people aren't looking at the pants, at the trousers.
No.
It's a great pair of trousers.
He's almost, in this most recent shoot, he's almost on par with Jacob Elordi for me now.
Wow.
Yeah, like this is how good he's looking. I wish Kim would get back with him. I loved them as a couple.
I did too.
It was something different.
Sadly, you know that those tattoos have gone. Remember he got tattoos of her kids' names? They've gone. One little question for you. I have asked last week, have you seen his film, The King of Staten Island?
No.
You must. Can I set it as homework this weekend, or are you too busy?
No, this weekend I can do it. I'm having a chill night in Saturday night, I can do it.
You're not shadowing every plan that Drake ever had again?
He's out of my city by then. I am going to Charlie XCX on Friday night, which I'm quite excited about.
That will be amazing.
But Saturday night I'm having a night in, so I'll watch it.
Speaking of Drake.
Yes.
He's still in our country, isn't he?
He sure is. His third show is happening in Melbourne tonight.
He's given great, he's given great receipts in that he's eaten at all the good places.
He has.
Are you feeling a bit cheated because he's gone to everywhere that you like?
I know. No, do you know how happy I feel about this, Swanee? Obviously full disclosure, we're broadcasting from Melbourne. He has been to all of my favourite places in Melbourne, including Electric now since we last spoke.
It's bizarre.
Nando's, Elizabeth Street.
So your kind of social calendar involves Maison Petard,
yep.
Nobu, Electric at any opportunity.
And
as a sort of a remedy to all of those shenanigans, you are often at Nando's getting the chips.
I love Nando's. The chicken wrap, lemon herb chicken wrap at Nando's is my
I
vibe.
don't think I've ever had Nando's. Have I had Nando's?
No,
Tom?
you said this last year and we got it for you. I swear, we made you
I remember
try
the
it.
chips were good.
Yeah. But Swanee,
Anyway.
I love that an artist has come to this country and embraced the cities. Like when he was in Perth, he was going out. In Melbourne, he's gone everywhere. I'm sure when he goes to Sydney and Brisbane, he'll do the same. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic, and we feel a big connection to him now. I'm looking at a receipt at Nando's for $2,651.75.
I mean,
The vast majority of that was the spicy chicken, the whole hot chicken.
15 extra hot whole chickens. Oh, he's a healthy boy though. 30 garden salads, Swanee.
Well, that's a waste. Anybody knows that you could go to the supermarket
Okay, Mum.
and get whole lettuces and just chop them up. Surely there's somebody in that entourage. What does that entourage do apart from eat food paid for by Drake?
They just stand around him, I think. They're just hype girls. I saw a really funny TikTok whilst Kendrick Lamar was performing at the Super Bowl. They were at Crown in Melbourne, and they're all just sitting in this room looking depressed, watching Kendrick, looking at each other and looking back.
Yeah, and listening to the diss track.
The diss. Yes, Swanee!
Listening
There
to the
she is.
diss track.
Before we leave this segment, though, I need to lift the curtain on an email I received from the Cocobella publicity team.
Yes, because I was going to get there. Drake has fallen in love with chocolate Cocobella water, which is another one of your things.
My favourite.
He's obsessed with you.
How good is this? Oh, he is. I mean,
Yeah.
only human. This public says, "Hey Jack, heard the mention of Drake's love of Cocobella last week and wanted to give you the inside word that he has now officially made Cocobella chocolate coconut water part of his backstage rider for the remainder of his Aussie tour. He will be downing up to 72 litres per city."
Oh, my God. I reckon I could give him a run for his money on that. I would kill for one
She's
right
offered
now.
to send some in for us, so I'm going to test you to that.
The answer is yes,
All right.
please.
Tune in tomorrow.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's Clickbait.
The White Lotus, finally we get to see it. Drops
When?
Monday.
I am so excited.
I've actually watched the first 2 of these. I can't believe it, in their entirety.
That is so impressive from you.
Very rare for me to say that. Very rare.
Did you love them both?
I love them both.
Good.
I love them both for different reasons. I'm sad that Jennifer Coolidge is not going to be in this season.
So am I, because she really adds something, but I have such faith in the production team of this show that I don't think we'll miss her. They're so good at making you fall in love with characters.
And if you haven't seen White Lotus and you don't know what it's about, it's essentially, if you like the premise, they just move that premise to different locations. So it's just what happens in a hotel/resort. So really, they can do 10,000 series.
Yeah, I know.
You know, the first one was in Hawaii, is that right?
Yes.
The first one was in Hawaii. The second one was in
Italy.
And this one is in Thailand.
Correct.
So really, I mean, the world is their oyster in terms of locations. Patrick Schwarzenegger stars in the series, and of course, very famous surname, the son of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold's seen it, given him the seal of approval, given the entire season the seal of approval, and especially the nude scene. He says, I'm not very good at an impersonation.
Just try.
Oh, no.
Just try, please, for me.
What a show.
Keep going.
I could claim to be surprised to find out he has a nude scene, but what can I say?
Keep going.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Get in the chopper.
That was probably the worst impersonation I've ever heard you do.
Pretty bad.
And I hope that gets picked up nationally by news services.
What he's talking about is Arnold Schwarzenegger actually took his gear off for a photo shoot and then insisted that it be the backdrop in an interview with Oprah. Loved it. He said, "Why would I hide this? I'm a magnificent sculpture." I'm a work of art.
I love that level of
There you
confidence.
go,
And I'm
me
glad
too.
to see Patrick. I didn't know Patrick was an actor. Is that?
I didn't know
Ignorant
either.
of me?
No, I didn't know either.
Anyway, it's on Binge.
His mum's one of the Kennedys.
Of
You know,
course.
the Prime Minister,
Yes.
the President. What were you just saying? You were just going to give a little plug?
Yeah, it's on Binge from this coming Monday, season 3 of The White Lotus. 'Cause
Fantastic.
You got to watch it.
Speaking of stuff to watch, everyone's talking about the new Bridget Jones film. Everybody. Mm-hmm. I've only seen the trailer and I was like, oh my God, as if a woman of that age is going to be able to scooch around with a... Anyway, it's my bias.
It's a little bit.
Anyway, people are saying it is the best film of all time. You've seen it.
Wani, I saw it last night. I went to a special premiere screening. It was 9 out of 10. Like, it was fantastic.
Does that surprise you?
It does, because often, like, you know, the original Bridget Jones was released in what?
Oh, God.
2003?
No.
Earlier?
I don't know. Decades ago.
Anyway, it was so long ago, I was like, how are they going to uphold the sort of comedic value and the inappropriateness while still mixing it with the joyous, warm moments? They did a brilliant job. Renee's incredible. Hugh Grant is even funnier. Leo Woodall is fantastic. Speaking of White Lotus, we
Yes.
first met him in the White Lotus.
Yes.
He plays her hot young love interest. It's so good. Go and see it. And it's,
People say you laugh, you cry, which I love in a film.
oh, I cried 3 times, but then laughed like 30 times.
Are you very menopausal?
I think I must be, because it's so off-brand for me to cry in a public space.
It is. It
But
is.
I did.
Colin Firth. I don't want to give away too much. Maybe I won't even talk
Maybe-
about it. Colin Firth is in it. So if you're a fan
Or
of...
is he?
Or is he? If you are a fan of The Thinking Woman's Crumpet, then do not miss this film. I might take my daughter to see it for Valentine's Day.
Peg would love it.
Okay, great.
It hits cinemas tomorrow, so a perfect Valentine's date option.
Perfect.
Have a beautiful night, Swanee. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next.
See ya.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Northbridge or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.